This is William Ramos of ViralHair.com, and we are speaking to
Kai, Novekai.
Hey, and Novekai, you are an artist.
Yes.
Hey, now do you mostly do just portrait work, or do you any panel-to-panel stuff? Are you working on any books right now?
I'm not working any books right now, but I do traditional and digital, more on digital now because that's where the world's coming to. You know, it's easy to produce, it's easy to put on things. So mostly I just do digital paintings now.
Right, and do you find some artists go full digital, but they may not really implement the skills they learned from pencil ink? Do you still find you have to do that to do the digital work?
I feel like everybody has to know the basics, like the fundamentals of perspective and anatomy and similar things like that. I would still say have that core knowledge and training of there, and then you could transfer it to the digital platform. Like what people aren't understanding is you have to make it work for you, you know, and all your basic skills of just sketching, you just do it digitally. So I would say, yeah, you will have to know how to draw traditionally first, and then you just transfer that information over. I mean, it's difficult at first because you have to learn the program, but after you learn it, it's the same thing.
Right.
So I still draw in my sketchbook all the time. I may not post it often, but I do.
Thank you. Now, I understand that you've been doing a lot of touring or hitting a lot of shows, promote your work.
Yes, normally during springtime, yeah.
So, as a artist who's getting exposure at these shows, have you seen a turnaround in that type of promotion? Has it helped out getting your name out there?
Oh yeah, it definitely has. I gained a huge following just from doing it. I'm not saying that you have to, it's just different when you meet the people that loves your work. So instead of like seeing them online and it could be a robot, you know, just liking things, just trying to get follows. But when you actually meet them and they express how much they like it, or even when they don't like something, or man, why don't I have this one? It makes you want to do more, like it inspires you. So I love doing these shows because of that. So not only for the promotion and people get to see the art, so I gain a good following, it also inspires me to keep doing it because, you know, I know how it is when you work from home a lot and you're creating all the time and you get a little fatigued and tired and, you know, what they call it, burnout. But when I do these shows, it's like, it gets me all excited all over again. Like I want to keep doing it for these people I meet, and they talk about how they love it, and it just melts my heart every time. So honestly, I just do it just for that.
Outstanding. It's good that you care for your fans that way.
I really do. They make me like melt all the time, and anytime they're like, man, you don't have this character, and I'm like, bro, trust me, I want to do everything. It's just finding the time because I'm so slow, because I'm so detailed in what I do, so it takes like hours, 10 plus, so I'm trying to get everything, but yeah, it makes me happy.
Good to hear. Next question. I don't realize that Houston, this area, has such a long pop culture community. You know, there's a lot of long-standing tradition with artists and actors and comic shows. Do you see a lot more acceptance with people realizing the kind of exposure Houston has to the greater comic community and stuff? Kind of become easier to do this kind of work or get recognized is in this area, or does the having to go outside of Houston help with your recognition?
I feel like it doesn't matter where you go because there's nerds everywhere.
Yes, ma'am.
There's nerds everywhere, regardless of who's there, because, you know, celebrities are well-known people. They could fly out and, you know, come to the show. So I feel like that doesn't really hinder it, really. It's people either gonna follow you because of your work and how, you know, good it is, and I feel like everyone else just brings them in for more people to see.
Right.
So I wouldn't say it would dictate that, but I mean, it helps.
Okay, last question.
Okay.
With the touring you've done, do you have a favorite con memory? You know, something that's really kind of tickled you to death?
Is it just this year or just
anytime?
Anytime. I remember my first show, and it's always the first one that comes to memory. I had literally nothing. Only had like maybe 4 pictures, and it was probably the Harley Quinn, Dark Maul, a Morgan, and a Stormtrooper. Like that was all I had, and just seeing everyone around me and how they inspire me. You know how normally you see people better than you and you just feel like, man, so discouraged and stuff. Like I feel the exact opposite. I'm all like, oh my gosh, so I could have stuff like this. Ooh, that's gonna be me one day, and I will never forget that. And that's what keeps me going till now. Like even now, I see like amazing booths and amazing setups and amazing work. I'm like, man, I'm gonna get there one day. I'm gonna put forth this effort. I'm gonna keep on going. So I would say my first show, and it was at like a not even a well-known show at all, but very small, and just that inspired me. I remember my first sell. It was a Harley Quinn, and she went back and she got like it on a T-shirt because she liked it that much. Like the same, like only a few minutes. I was like, what? How do you do that so fast? But so far, that was my fondest memory because I just couldn't believe like how much people cared, and I didn't even have anything. So.
Well, I think you're going to do a lot in the comic art world, and thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.